Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix. And when I tell you it is starting to get warm, I'm starting to notice that now. Now that my iron is balancing back out, I'm starting to feel the heat again because I used to get cold very easily. But I digress. Anyways, before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Now, this is the Quick 3 Tarot. And I'm doing it a little bit different today. I'm using the Angel Answers Oracle deck. I'm pulling 3 of those, and then I will pull a tarot card to clarify each one, is what I want to do today. So it's the Quick 3 Tarot with a little bit of extra is what I'm doing. It's not for a specific sign. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. You know your story better than I ever could. I'm just a person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards. All right, okay. While I was doing the pre-shuffle energy, forgiveness was something that came out and letting go of something. So somebody may be holding on to something. And again, this is the Quick 3 Tarot for Wednesday. I keep on saying something is going on with February. That happened yesterday. And before I even started this, I was saying, like, I practiced a little bit, just like, oh yeah, what's today's date? It's like, and I had said February the 13th, and I'm like, no, it's April the 13th. And I did it yesterday during the reading where I said February 12th instead of April the 12th. Something happened in February, or something's going on with somebody who was born in February. I don't know what it is about February. Maybe something new is someone's whatever's going to come in February of next year. Who knows? This whole February thing is throwing me for a loop. Wednesday, April the 13th. Now, let's go ahead and get to it. What is the energy for the collective for April the 13th, Wednesday? What is the energy for the collective for April the 13th, Wednesday? What is the energy for the collective for April the 13th, Wednesday? What does the collective need to hear? 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 May I have 3 cards, please? What does the collective need to hear? What does the collective need to hear? Whoa. Okay. 2 cards came out. I'm going to take one more. Thank you. Wow. Now this is interesting. Okay. Something's telling me to look at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Why is that song playing through my head now? What that song, you don't always get what you want or something. Somebody may be dealing with a situation where they're not going to get what they want, but they're going to get what they need. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. The first card that came out is unlikely. Is the first card that came out. The second card that came out is big happy changes. The third card that came out is yes. So this is a yes with an exclamation point. At the bottom of the deck is no. I feel, now this could be all different timelines or this could all be one timeline. If this is one timeline, this could be a situation where you were looking to get something. I used this example before. Back a long time ago, and I'm about to clarify with the tarot cards in a second. Back a long time ago, there was this job I knew I was perfect for. It was a travel job working in the cruise industry. And I had just came from a cruise industry job. And it was at this company, and the first person I interviewed with, I did very, very well. She liked me and everything. She was even surprised about some of the things I knew, whatever. And I'm just like, oh, this is going to be so perfect. This job pays really well. I know I'm going to get this job. So then I went back for the second interview. I interviewed with the other supervisor. I could tell that he wasn't a huge fan of me for whatever reason. And I didn't get the job. And I was just like, really? Have you seen my resume? Put some respect on my name. You know, that type of energy. But check this out. About a few months later, not even maybe a few months later, I received a call from another company in a totally different industry. It was in real estate. And they were literally a block away from, well, maybe 2 blocks away from where I had interviewed at, because my biggest concern was having a job in the area. And I received a call from them, I interviewed, and then they hired me. That job that I had at the real estate place is still my favorite job to this day. To this day, out of all the jobs I've ever had throughout my life, that is still my favorite job to this day. And it was the job that I wasn't even expecting. Yes, I put out a resume, but I wasn't really, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, I need to find work. Let me put my resume here, let me put my resume there and see what happens. And out the blue, they contacted me, and that ended up being the best job ever. I feel like this energy, if this is all wrapped into one timeline, where somebody feels like, oh, I need to get this, I want this, this is what I need. And the universe is like, no, this ain't it. But big happy changes are coming. And it may not be, you may get a no from someone because it was unlikely for you to get what you wanted. But I'm going to put you somewhere where you're going to get that yes that's going to bring in the big happy changes. You're going to be happy. So I just want to throw that out there. Let me go ahead and clarify right quick. I'm going to clarify the 3. Energy for the collective for April the 13th, Wednesday. I have to make sure I don't say February. I don't know what's going on with February. April the 13th, Wednesday. April the 13th, Wednesday. Can we clarify these cards? April the 13th, Wednesday. Can we clarify these cards? Can we clarify these cards? April the 13th, Wednesday. Can we clarify unlikely? Can we clarify unlikely? And it went to the floor. May I have a card to clarify unlikely, please? May I have a card to clarify unlikely? What is the unlikely about? Also, it's raining outside and thundering a little bit too, if you hear that in the background. Whoop! Thank you. This is Empress energy. Clarifying unlikely. For some of you may be considering getting pregnant, because that's sort of like one of the things I picked up. The pregnancy is going to happen. It just may not happen right now, is what it may be. And then also I'm picking up the reverse too. Some of you are hoping that you're not pregnant, but it's unlikely that you're not pregnant as well. So that's going on. Also, someone may have an idea that they're looking to start or launch. It may be unlikely that it's about to happen right now. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It's just that the idea may not happen right now, is what it may be. Also, dating just came to mind. Random, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Someone may be looking to date someone in Empress energy. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. Also, Empress is Libra, Taurus because of Venus, but also I say Cancer because Cancer is the mother of the zodiac and Empress is the mother of the tarot deck. So maybe you're dealing with a Libra, a Taurus, or a Cancer. So yeah, it's unlikely. And then I just also heard someone may want to be with someone where they think this is the person they're about to start a family with, but it's more than likely not going to happen. But they're going to end up with someone else that they will start the family with, that they will get that 10 of Cups with. Can we clarify big happy changes, please? Can we clarify big happy changes? Thank you. Where did it go? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Tower. This is going to shock you. You are going to be shocked. So this is big happy changes. Again, whatever, you're going to be knocked off your feet. The thing I can say to you is expect the unexpected. Whatever tower moment you're about to have, because some people think the towers are a bad thing. Towers can be a good thing, where it's giving you the option to rebuild and start over, where something is ending and another thing is beginning. But also towers can be about shock and awe too. And because it's clarifying big happy changes, I feel this is going to be something that shocks you, where it's going to turn your life upside down. That's why I'm going back to, for some of you who are like, oh, please don't let me be pregnant. Somebody might be thinking that they're pregnant, and it's like, no, you're pregnant. So, yeah, and it may shock you, but what you don't realize is that it's going to bring in big happy changes to you. For others of you, there is something in your life. Maybe there's going to be a new promotion or a new type of job that you get that requires you to do something totally different from what you have done before. And for some of you, you may be even shocked that you were picked to do the job. You're like, oh, wow, you picked me? Okay. All right, I have to change how I do things now. Let me erase all my posts on social media right quick. I'm an executive now. But regardless of the shock, it's going to be big happy changes. And then let's clarify this yes right quick. Can we clarify? Whoa, that jumped out. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords came out. So this is air energy with the Knight of Swords. This is going to be swift and fast. Some of you might be, and you know what? That might be the shock too. Where I'm just using the job situation as an example. Let's say that you put your resume out today and then they contact you tomorrow. And they're like, we want to hire you. And they're like, they contact you tomorrow. They're like, we want to do an interview. They interview you the same day. And then they're like, yeah, we want to hire you. Which they really kind of wanted to hire you anyway. The interview was just more of a formality, is what it was. So something is going to move swiftly where you're going to get a yes. I feel like that's where the shock is going to come from with this tower, but it's going to bring big happy changes where that yes is going to come in so quickly. You're going to be like, wait, what? I don't have 2 weeks. I don't have a week. Tomorrow? You want me to start tomorrow? And I'm just using that as an example. It doesn't have to be a job. It could be something else. But it's something where the yes is going to come in swiftly. Now, it could be the other way around. There could be something offered to you and you say yes quickly. You don't even think about it. You're like, yes. And they're like, oh, wow, okay. All right. You're like, let's do it. And they're like, oh, okay. What's at the bottom of the deck? Two of Wands. This could involve travel, is what this could involve. But also it could involve a choice too, deciding on what path you want to go down. But I feel like there might be some travel here. And this is fire energy. I was about to say Aquarius. Even though Knight of Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. But there may be an Aquarius at play here because there are no mistakes in tarot. So maybe there is an Aquarius at play. Maybe, and this is just random, something involving a relationship. You offer for someone to move in with you and they say yes quickly. You expect them to take time to think about it and they're like yes, or vice versa. They ask you to move in with you, traveling. They're making the choice, Two of Wands, because they want to build a home with you and they're expecting you to take time and you say yes. So it's like it could be either way. Either they're saying yes or you're saying yes. But there is a quick yes coming in. Now, also, some of you, with no being at the bottom of the Angel Answers Oracle deck, may be saying no to something else. It may not be someone saying no to you. You may be saying, no, I don't want to take this path. I don't want to be with you. That could be it too. But right now, based off of this energy, if I had to wrap all of this together, you're getting exactly what you need. You're getting exactly what you need. It may not happen the way you envisioned it. It's more like you're getting something better than what you asked for, is what I'm picking up. But the thing that you're receiving is going to be shocking, and a lot of changes are going to take place because they're going to happen swiftly. But they're going to be big, happy changes. So, yeah. That is what I have for the Quick 3 Tarot. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.